Half Witty Banter.
Welcome to the podcast, Marquis.
Thank you.
And this is episode 8. It is.
You sure?
No. Yes. Yeah, it's 8.
All right.
And I left my beer over there. That's a good start.
All right. I guess we're playing Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
But psych though, because I'm gonna play Wonder Girl.
Yeah, this is the first podcast where we're actually going to game during. So I haven't done that yet, so you are the pioneer of this with me.
Hell yeah.
Nobody's going to see the game this time because I poorly planned, and also the Switch doesn't have a Twitch app. Switch doesn't Twitch, dude.
Nintendo is always behind the scenes, I feel like, on that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess not behind the scenes, but
behind the times?
Behind the times, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a good beer. I'm drinking Shishito.
Oh,
the rice ale.
Alright, let me figure this out. Alright, I can jump, stab. That is a menu for some reason. Alright. Bro, get off me. Alright, so this is pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're playing Wonder Boy, which was a big game in Europe, apparently. It originally came out, I think, on the Sega Genesis or Sega Master System. And they've released it with redone graphics. Completely redone, but you can switch, and I was telling you before, you can switch between these like newly rendered graphics and the original game graphics seamlessly, just like while you're playing it, I guess, and all the hit detection and stuff is spot on. It's just like the original game.
You really don't take like any damage from any of these enemies though.
Yeah, when I was watching them play it looked really easy. I'm sure that there are parts where it gets tougher, but I didn't see any of that when I was watching a video of Polygon playing it.
Just getting the timing down is weird.
Yeah. So pause it and see if it brings up a button that allows you to switch between graphic styles. Was that the pause?
That is not the pause. I don't know how to use the Twitch.
Dude, me neither.
Or the
Switch.
Yes.
Options.
Words.
Retro, yeah.
Alright. Retro visuals. Oh, dude, this is dope.
Isn't that dope?
Yeah,
so it immediately switches between retro visuals and the new visuals, like just on the pause menu. It's awesome.
Does it say anything that I am much better with the retro visuals? I'm wrecking things now.
I think it just says that you're comfortable with the old school pixel art.
I guess.
You know what's funny is...
Can I go to... Okay, so you can go down... So this is like a roguelike type deal. Where it's just like, you can just kind of go everywhere.
It
reminds me of like Rogue Legacy. Did you play that?
No.
Oh, dude, you need to play that if you like that kind of stuff.
Really?
So basically, it's a game in which similar to this, where like you're going through a castle, and it's like your ancestor's castle, and you have to collect treasure from your ancestor. But every time you die, it's like your kid is the one that you continue as, but there's always some sort of weird trait that they get that's based off of the trait of the character that you were just playing.
Oh.
So like if you were colorblind, like your character might end up colorblind, or they might end up like with they can't, like dyslexia or something like that, which like will affect the gameplay.
Huh.
And it's pretty awesome, actually. I don't.
You were fighting like a mecha dragon.
It's like a mecha dragon
Cyclops.
thing, yeah. But I'm not sure on like how to.
So this immediately looks a little harder than what you were doing before.
This is much harder than what I was doing. So like I can hit it, but it's hard to like hit it and get away from it without like getting hit.
There
as
you
well.
go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Get fucked. No. All right. Maybe I need to jump there.
So Marquis loves video games, and
yes.
So do I. And Marquis, usually on the podcast, we start out by, I'll introduce you, as I did, and then I'll have you tell the people a little bit about what you do, usually for a living. Now, before we do that, I don't recommend saying your company name, and also I don't recommend saying anything that's going to make you want me to delete the podcast later. Now I will edit out whatever, as everybody who's ever listened to any of these knows. But last week, my friends Josh and Dakota, they had me pull the podcast, and so they're being publicly shamed for like 3 weeks at least. I'm going to bring it up to each guest and be like, if you have me pull the podcast after I do all the editing and you didn't ask me to do any more ahead of time, you're blacklisted. That's how it's going to work. So hopefully...
I just turned into a dragon.
You turned into a dragon?
Yes.
Wonder Boy!
Why did I turn into a dragon? I mean, I'm down with it.
I think he had some like magic curse. I think you got cursed. And then you cursed into a dragon. Hey, switch to the new graphics. Oh. See what it looks like.
Okay, there we go.
I wish it was like a one button switch, you know?
The new graphics are cool though, but I am very much...
Put them in crouch.
That's cute as fuck.
Yeah, they were doing that on YouTube all the time, and I was like, oh, that's good shit. But yeah, so in lieu of all the scariness I just put on you about me pulling it off, go ahead and tell people about yourself, what you do, who you are.
So, my name is Marquis, and I am an IT professional, I guess I would say. Less of an IT professional, more of like I am good with web design, and I got hired into a company in which they need, it's an IT company, and I really enjoy working there, but I feel like, I was given the opportunity to build them a website, and that's kind of they've taken what I was able to do there and have given me an opportunity to like learn from a lot of their senior technicians and senior engineers, and they're teaching me a lot of stuff, which is really awesome, and I've gotten a lot of really great benefits from working there.
Or get out of that area. I feel like it's building something for you.
Yeah, I can't. But so yeah, I mean, I'm stoked about working there. I really like working there. I mean, they just like recently started paying my cell phone bill.
Nice. That's awesome. Little perks.
Yeah, and like I've become friends with pretty close friends with quite a few of them there. So it's, I feel like it's a rarity. I've worked a lot of different places. I started working when I was 15 years old, or 14 or 15 at Kroger, and I've just gone through a lot of different career changes in my life.
How many jobs have you had?
College.
Ballpark it.
Probably 7 or 8.
7?
I guess. Like I tend to stay at a job for at least a year.
That's good.
And really trying to work it out. But rarely do I find the camaraderie. The last time I found camaraderie like I have in this job is working in like a bar or like a kitchen, where it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever worked in as a line cook.
In a sense.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is like you're all fine and dandy, everything is good, and you guys are friends, and then shit hits the fan, and you're just kind of like, fuck you, dude, get that shit done. Like, we need to get this food out of here, and like we're yelling at each other.
Yeah, now you're making my life hard.
Yeah, but then as soon as that's over, everything, you're like, all right, man, let's go get a beer. Like, everything's great again, and it's like, I don't know, there's like a level of, I guess, intimacy that you have with your fellow people in that field, where it's like you just kind of like have a bond with them, I guess, is what I would mean. And I feel the same way with this too, because it's like you're kind of behind the scenes doing a lot of things, and you have an understanding of what is being done, and the client or the customer doesn't really get it, and so they don't get why this is hard, or that's hard to do, or this is taking as long as it is.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't get what it is, and like, so to have people there that are like, yeah, no, that totally makes sense, and there's a camaraderie there, definitely.
Yeah, I do tech support as well, so I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Definitely, you probably get a lot of the same calls you're getting. But I can one-up you on the job thing. I've had 30-ish.
30?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say that I've had 30.
But I did not stay a year at each one.
No, okay.
No, I was in and out a lot of times, a couple months.
Yeah, I've definitely stayed at least like 9 months to a year generally, and I don't know. I always try. I'm not really sure on what I'm doing there.
You had a sassy blonde nurse, like, was gonna fix you up, I think. You have 1 heart now, so whereas you had, like, 10 before, now you have 1.
Yeah, alright.
I noticed
so
you were...
the first shot is on her. How do I
Okay.
select doing it, though?
I don't think you need it because you haven't been injured. I think, like, when you go back, if you're...
She said I look funny, though.
Because you're a dragon.
Right.
or an alligator or something, I don't know. It's called Dragon's Trap, so I'd assume you're a dragon, but...
I guess, yeah.
He looks kind of...
I mean, it's kind of neat that I can shoot fire, though.
No wings, yeah.
And also be a tiny ball of a dragon.
Yeah, the animation in this game is great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And, like, all the graphics just look dope.
But, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
I don't really know either. Let's just run, maybe get a key if you can.
This is where I came from.
Okay. Came from that door?
Yeah.
You
So I
need
need
to
an
go find an
antidote.
antidote, yeah.
Alright. Word. I can find something, I'm sure. Okay, I think I came out of this well.
Interesting. But yeah,
So
what
there's a
would
door, I can go down here.
what was your, let's see, if you were working IT, your craziest problem you've had to fix, or like maybe stupidest issue that was
So, we are one of our larger clients. We have a client that their CEO's on the board, so we always try to make sure that we get to them as quick as possible. And honestly, I mean, they're all really cool. I really enjoyed helping them, and they're all super nice to us. But they just, I don't understand that. And that was something I saw your laptop in there as Republican Gamer. The reason I brought that up was because like I went to go help one of their accountants the other day, and she had a Republic of Gaming laptop, and I was like, "Why do you have this laptop?" And she's like, "Oh, why?" And I was like, "Cause it's like a really nice, like powerful laptop." And she's like, "Really? I only like use it for Excel." And I was like, "What the hell?"
That's great.
Like,
That's great.
Oh, actually, you can hit the triggers and switch it between these.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
there
pretty
we
sweet.
go.
I
I thought they were doing it quicker on YouTube. I was like, I thought, yeah.
Yeah. So that, but the funniest thing I've ever had, and luckily we had kind of like a contingency plan in there in the works for it. But so one of their head of HR calls me one day, and she's like, "Hey, I can't open any of my files." I was like, "Well, what do you mean you can't open any of your files?" And she's like, "Well, I mean, all my files are there, but they're all like named something weird." And I was like, "Oh
no."
And so I log in. We have a remote. Like almost all of our clients, we have like constant remote connection to them, so I can just click on their computer and hop in. So I did, and all of our files are just random like weird file extensions and just a bunch of numbers and letters. And I was like,
dollar signs.
And I was like, what happened?
Squigglies.
Yeah. I was like, what did you do? And she was like, well, like, like I got an invoice from some guy named Mike, and I opened it, and then this happened. And I was like, Mike who? And she's like, well, I don't know Mike. And I was like, well, why did you open it? And she was like, well, I get invoices all the time. And I was like, okay, what's the email? And it was like, Mike@payherenow.
Oh, God.
Like info or some random ending of a URL, So it's just kind of like, why would you open that? If you don't know who that is, why are you opening this? So luckily she had restore points turned on. And that's, and also luckily this is one company that for the one time that this actually worked out in their favor, they have refused to actually purchase like a domain server. So they're not on the server. So it didn't like
spread out to
everyone. So it didn't go to everyone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, I'm super glad that happened.
Restore points, for people who don't know, basically saves iterations of your all the files on your computer, so you could go back to a certain time when you weren't infected by a stupid virus.
Yeah.
Yeah. or malware or ransomware.
When you didn't click on something that's obviously ransomware.
Yeah, and a little public service announcement out there. If you ever see a pop-up message that tells you have to pay them or all your files are going to be locked down or deleted, just don't do that.
Just
That's
don't
not
click
true.
on any of it.
It's not true.
Just go away from it.
Always call someone first if you don't know what's going on with your computer.
Yeah.
And don't call someone you have to pay. Call you like your son or your daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you're underwater now.
Yeah.
So you're still a dragon, breathing fire underwater.
That makes sense, right?
I think it does. If it's magic, the
Yes.
source of your fire is magic. So
That's true.
who's to say water's gonna put it out?
But yeah. So, but I really enjoy my job. I feel like I have for the first time in my life, I actually feel like I have a career going.
Sweet.
And I was able to get like a really nice place.
Yeah, your place is sweet.
And like I'm living pretty comfortably, which is pretty awesome. So now I just need to work on my credit, right?
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Me too, man.
Like student loans. I feel like everyone knows that plight.
Yeah. Most people do. I don't. I'm a lucky one.
Yeah.
My parents, or my grandpa, pretty much paid for a lot of my college.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Spoiled. I'm gonna like put a
Well,
big banner here.
hey,
like,
man,
look at
this-
white privilege.
Whoa.
Oh, there's like squid spires. Those look like the little.
They look like Hubert.
Yeah, they do look like Hubert or the Mario Birdo.
Oh yeah, they do look like Birdo. But I was gonna say, yeah, you shouldn't.
Ooh, that's
Don't
not
feel
a
bad
squid.
because your family actually plans stuff. Like plan things.
I don't feel bad, but I just feel bad for everyone else.
Yeah.
I guess really. I know Jared has lots of that student loan stuff going on too.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't have like a crazy amount of it, but
I don't like how it's like dings at you because that button doesn't work.
yeah, I don't know what that
Come
button's
on.
for.
I guess maybe it's an item thing.
Mm.
Usually there's some function to the button if it's telling me not to do it. Which way did you go to get down there?
It's in that first building.
It's
And
right here.
then there's a well in there.
And this is the most interesting part of the podcast when we just talk about the game you can't see.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is why, eventually when we add this in, it'll be cool. But yeah, dude, like the weirdest call I ever got was when I was doing student support. So now I do teacher support, work at a school.
Yeah.
Everybody pretty much should know that if they've been listening to this podcast. But I work at a school doing tech support for the teachers. But when I was doing tech support for the students, we get all kinds of craziness happening. And, you know, a lot of people that really needed help, so that was all right. But one time a lady called in and she was asking me to cancel their internet because because she thought that the Wi-Fi signal was possessing her 3-year-old. She said that she has... Yeah. She said she's called the cable company. She says that the cable company said they were going to turn it down, but she thinks it's gotten worse. She thinks they turned it up to spite her.
That's fucking amazing.
And she's like, do you hear the kid in the background? And you could hear the kid like running around yelling, but it's a 3-year-old kid. She probably pumped it full of sugar, you know?
Yeah.
And
Well, it couldn't be her fault.
then I talked to some of her other kids or grown-up children, and they're like, you know, she's distressed about this. Just do it. And I was like, listen, like the kid needs internet, or I am quickly dying. The kid needs internet, or they're not going to be able to go to school. And all right.
What happened?
I just totally whiffed it. I got smashed. But yeah, the kid needs internet and they're not going to be able to go to school. We can't really just cancel we can't just turn off the Wi-Fi. They need that.
Yeah.
But I'll escalate it and you can talk to the supervisor and have fun. But it was like, she was like, yeah, the Wi-Fi is possessing my 3-year-old kid.
That's
hilarious.
It's very far-fetched.
Mm-hmm.
I don't... no, I've
I don't
never
think
had
it was
anything like
happening.
that. Yeah.
Should have asked more questions. Like, does your kid have a metal plate in their head, like, or any kind of Wi-Fi antenna that they
Does
have
your
attached to their
kid
body?
Does your kid only speak in memes? Okay, that's normal.
Right? Are they saying 01001 like a lot? Is that maybe I'd believe a little more. But yeah. So as we've said, you're an avid gamer.
Yes.
What games are you playing currently?
I generally play a lot of Overwatch.
Oh yeah, who's your main?
May.
Yeah.
Which I know.
The Ice Queen.
I know that a lot of people hate.
And I love May. That's my favorite character, actually.
She's my favorite character for sure. I have a giant poster of her above my desk.
Nice. Is it fan art or is it a?
It is fan like painting art. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's the best.
Digital painting. It's really well done, and I really like it a lot. But she is my favorite. I've been trying to play her less because I'm not sure why we keep dying.
Dude, it's like timing or something.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He just died literally without doing anything. Like, wait, maybe we get hurt every time we breathe fire.
Oh, I wouldn't think so.
Neither would I, but what else would it be?
Maybe?
Jumping?
I don't know.
Oh, is this something I've been doing the whole time?
I
That is a potion spinning to a heart. Ooh, we got one.
Yeah, I think it's just like a chance thing.
Yeah.
Chance. Yeah, no, she's definitely my favorite, but so many people in game call her Satan.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
she's dope.
Is she Satan, or is it like you just need to get good because you don't know how to counter?
Yeah, they're just jealous.
Yeah, totally.
They're just annoyed from the walls being thrown up and being frozen so many times. But I always liked like her.
Well, because she can literally like base tank anything.
Yeah, dude.
As if you're good with her and you know how to dodge, like she can seriously just tank whatever. But yeah, so I get like I've definitely played against other good Meis, especially if I'm playing a tank and like, or if you're like a diva and you see a Mei coming at you, you're just like, nah, I gotta get out of here.
Okay, so I figured out what's happening.
What's going on?
So there's an hourglass there.
Yeah.
That is draining, and every time it drains all the way, it kills us a little bit.
Oh, how did you? Oh, you just got that heart potion.
Oh no! Whoa!
Oh, whoa!
Woo!
That was some epic dodging.
Yeah, buddy. But yeah, so you play May in Overwatch. How often do you play?
Well, let's see. I've got about, I don't know, probably around 200 to 300 hours in the game. It was pretty much the only thing that I was playing for the past year, really. Other than Dark Souls 3, I would say I'm definitely an avid Dark Souls fan.
I actually want to play more of that.
It's super good. The story I find very interesting, but I've always been like really into like fantasy kind of stuff. So that kind of pulls at the heartstrings there with the crazy like cryptic fantasy like lore that they have. There's a lot of really cool lore that you have to like play the game a lot to really understand like what's going on.
Yeah.
Because it's all hidden throughout like items and like different character interactions.
That's sweet.
Yeah, they don't just straight up tell you the story. They're not gonna hold your hand about it.
Episode 1 of the podcast, we talked a lot about Dark Souls because my buddy Foos is a big Dark Souls fan as well. Come on, give me a heart. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna die just because of circumstance. Oh, shit.
Oh, you had that too.
I know. It's gotta be a difficulty setting thing. I bet that hourglass goes away.
I did put it on hard.
Yeah, that's alright. I think it's fun. It's just like, damn it.
Yeah.
Stupid hourglass.
But, yeah, so, I played that, and then recently I've been playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which is super fun. It's like a battle royale, like think Hunger Games with like 100 other people online.
Yeah, you were telling me a little bit about that earlier, but I was distracted slightly. So you said you don't start out with any kind of kit.
No, you start out with nothing. You literally start out with clothes on your body, and then you get. So it starts you off on a little island with everyone else, and everyone's invincible. And basically, from I guess I learned later, it was because it needs to like render and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's still in beta and it's an indie game.
Okay, is it free?
So no, it's $30.
Okay.
But it's so far really well done.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, so like it starts off with you start off with 100 other people in an airplane, and you just kind of you're flying over an island, and you can see little towns and villages and stuff, and oh god damn it, and you can set down markers and then just decide to jump down at some point, and you just jump out of the airplane, and nope, got wrecked.
Dang.
And you just land, and you have nothing, and you just gotta try and survive. And I think honestly, like, there's definitely people that will drop into like places that they know is gonna have like good loot, and they're gonna try and like get all the good loot, and they're gonna kill everyone else around them and like go Rambo it up. And I'm like, I don't think that's. To me, that isn't the fun part. To me, the fun part is like just surviving and like doing like recon and just like sneaking around, and like hopefully I only have to kill like 1 or 2 people per game if they kill for me.
Oh shit! Did you see that? Have you done that?
There's like weird doors that kind of reset you.
Yeah, I opened a door again. Wonder Boy. I opened a door in the level portion, what I would call the level portion.
Yeah.
And it sent me back to the town.
Yeah,
which
it's
is cool
really weird.
if I needed it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if we're about to die, we can run back to that door though, and get that shot. We can get that shot.
Okay.
The free shot from little hot blonde nurse.
Hell yeah.
I'm not into blonde chicks though. They remind me of my mom because she's blonde. So. Yeah.
I'm definitely more into brunettes, I would say.
Yeah, my girlfriend has black hair, so.
Same.
Boom. Oh, damage for no reason. Thank you.
But yeah, so I mean, it's a super good game. There's still some things that they need to work out, and there's still some things that they're adding to it. But it's pretty cool, like how you just kind of drop out of a plane with 100 other people. People can drop out of the plane at any time during the plane's flight.
What? It's the death.
Oh yeah, you're like stuck.
No. Oh, this is some horse shit.
Yeah. It kind of like stuck you in there.
I was doing well though. I almost made it through without going underwater.
Yeah.
I think we need to not go underwater.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm gonna pour some of this wine.
Sure. Yeah. So, but yeah, so there's vehicles scattered all over, and then there's like little towns and like little apartment buildings, and there's like a giant mansion that generally has pretty good loot, and like crashed plane, and then there's a plane that flies overhead every like 5 minutes, and it drops off like a big loot crate, and that
is it sponsored by Loot Crate?
it should be.
Loot Crate.
I know, right?
Have you ever bought Loot Crate?
I haven't, but I know that like every fucking YouTuber has a Loot Crate sponsorship.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge fan.
No.
No offense, Loot Crate. I think that you're trying to do something great, but I think also you're trying to get money.
Well, now there's like a whole bunch of them.
Nerd Block, yeah.
There
or
was
Arcade Block or whatever. Yeah.
What is the one that? Do you ever watch Filthy Frank?
No.
All right. Well, he opened one called like, what is it called, like Samurai Box or something like that. And it's just like the most ridiculous. Oh no, I didn't have the momentum.
In the water.
Yep, and it's this part here. This part's the one that keeps messing me up so much.
So I wonder how much of those box services are like the same company putting out different boxes.
Oh, I mean that would honestly be a smart business move for them.
Right. Well, and you know what? Oh, dude, you used the potion. That's sweet.
I did, yeah.
The chance potion, it automatically gets used, I guess. But yeah, so I subscribed to. I did one arcade block because I got a discount, and I've done loot box or loot crate 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And every time it's like one vinyl figure, a pin, a sticker, and like 3 pieces of paper, maybe a little booklet. It's like a lot of paper stuff. And I'm not that into it. Like occasionally you'll get like a demo that you can download, like a code to try a game out. That's cool, and you'll get some t-shirts with Loot Crate. But I don't know, man. Like $15 a month or 13 or whatever it is. Just seems like I could use that money. Like in 2 months, what's that? $26. I could buy something I actually want instead of getting 2 months worth of like tchotchkes. You know.
Oh, hold on. No, it's right there. Fuck.
Dude, that's harsh. We gotta get past
those
this part.
squids, though. Those fucking squid billies.
Yeah, dude.
They are hard to get past.
No
The
doubt.
timing those things are.
You said
difficult.
so. Player Unknown is the name of the game. Player
The
Unknown.
name is called Battlegrounds, but I think I don't know if it's like the people that
Battlegrounds.
make it is called Player Unknowns, but it's called Player Unknown's Battleground.
Does it play similar to SOCOM? Because it looks a lot like SOCOM to me.
It's kind of like one of those Arma mods, like DayZ, which I played a little bit of too.
You know, somebody said it did look like DayZ, and I'd never heard of the
DayZ
game.
is just a mod of Arma 2.
Oh, okay.
So there was like a mod that they did of this Arma game that takes place in like Russia, and then they did a standalone version.
Video games
but
increase the swearing by like 100%.
they did. But so like DayZ is just basically like a huge map, and it's like you're fighting other people, but there's also zombies
Give me a heart.
that come after you. And then
Oh no. No.
this one is basically kind of like that, but without the zombies, and it's just a bunch of people, and the map every about 5 minutes or so will restrict itself. So the play area gets smaller and smaller as people die off, and you're kind of like you're forced to confront each other at some point.
Oh, okay. You said so the play area gets smaller and smaller. Does it kill people in certain areas of the map?
It'll kill you if you're outside the play area.
Okay, so just like Battle Royale. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Battle Royale, check it out. It's better than Hunger Games, in my opinion.
It's what Hunger Games is based off of.
Right.
For sure.
That doesn't always make it better though, but
Well, no, yeah.
How do you like the wine?
It's pretty good. What is this?
So this is Fuerza, which has been sponsoring this podcast since never.
Hell yeah.
And it's actually by this company I think the company's called Jumilla or Jumaya.
Probably Jumaya.
Yeah, I would think so, probably. But it says it has a 90 points in Wine Spectator. But the thing about this is, there's another wine that I got recently that's called El Goru, and all the wine I have right now is this bottle and El Goru, because El Goru is so good that I just kept buying it. I bought like 6 bottles of this wine, and I've never bought like repeat bottles of a specific wine on purpose. But dude, that wine is so good.
Alright.
But I wanted to try this one tonight because I haven't had this yet, and this is another one by that company. It's got a horse on it with a set of ram's horns.
I keep getting stuck.
Dude, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get
there's
this rhythm down.
it'll hitbox like lock you. It'll like soft lock you into like getting hit. Like an enemy
Yeah, I hate that.
will go underneath you, and then it won't fucking move.
Yeah, you just keep bouncing on the enemy's head.
Yeah.
It's because the enemy's restricted by you and you're restricted by the enemy.
It's super frustrating.
Yeah, it pissed me off that one round. Pretty good. Oh, I guess I should have gone through here. Wasting hourglass time. Is it counting down while I'm in the city? Because
I don't think so. I think it's just when you're in the level.
That would have been aggravating. But this game was I think $20, and I bought it because I thought it was really cool how you can switch between the two, game modes. I think it's going to have a decent amount of replayability for me, and I just from what I've heard about this company that's making these games, like these retro games and making them new, they're a great company, and so I really wanted to check out their stuff and support them.
What else are they doing?
This game called Windjammers, I think.
Oh, you were saying.
And I think they've made some other stuff too, but Windjammers, I want to say it was on Neo Geo, but
oh damn.
But I feel like that might be a lie. It might have been Sega Saturn. One of those obscure consoles that I didn't play a whole lot of. Either way, but it's basically a game where you're you're competing in frisbee battle.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Why?
God, these like
Woo!
these squid
No.
dudes.
No,
like,
no,
just wreck you so hard though.
Well, then you got this other. What
The
is happening?
fish, like you don't have a chance to do anything.
Yeah. So Windjammers it's like you're playing hockey, right? So you got 2 goals, and it's 1v1, and there's one frisbee, and you're trying to throw the frisbee into the other person's goal, and you can move around the arena almost like volleyball, you know? So you're each on a half, and you just run around, and the characters have special abilities. They're kind of like souped up athletes, and
That's pretty sweet.
I need a heart really bad. They give you coins all the time, but I can't do anything with that because I die before I get to any place where I could use a coin because of that hourglass.
Oh, go through it.
Open!
Hold up.
Ah, I was trying to. I keep screwing that up. Oh, I've died there like 3 times.
You've gotten there
With
before.
green crap. That's a far
Yeah.
place, but it's not good enough. I feel like we got to be almost to the shop. Do we keep our coins when we die?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, what if we do? We probably do. And we could have been like
Probably.
going to the store this whole time. Check that out. We have 387 coins.
Nice.
That's got to be enough to
Alright.
help us live.
Let's see, what can we do? There's a mithril sword.
Yeah.
Lizard man. Plus 12 attack. Alright.
So what I've heard is that these things give us they give us like stat boosts, but since we're the lizard, we don't actually see them.
Yeah, I was saying lizard and man.
Yeah. So when you're a man, you actually have a sword probably a little longer or something.
Yeah.
But lizard is just extra attack bonus.
Lisman, when you're a Lisman.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, you should have bought some potions or something.
Can you buy potions?
I think probably if you go to that nurse.
Well, because it looked like she would just heal you.
I don't know,
But
man.
the only option was the shot that she was going to give you.
Well, we'll check it out. I feel like there's got to be some other buff you can get. Maybe the armor suit would be good because you take
Well,
less damage.
I bought all of them.
You did? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sweet. I only saw the
definitely
sword and
had
then I
enough.
looked away and I was bullshitting more. But yeah, okay, so you're playing those 2 games. Anything else?
Not really. I tried playing, what's that game? Titanfall 2? But I just,
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's like Kung Fu robots, wasn't it?
It's cool. It's like Call of Duty with giant robots. And it's like, it's cool, but like, I don't know. I don't like, I've just kind of like stopped playing console a lot.
Mhm.
No, that's not, I'm trying to do that. Thank you. So, I thought that was not an enemy. Are you fucking joking? Oh my Lanta. I will fight whoever developed that enemy in this game.
Let me ask you this. So, in the past, have you liked giant robot games?
I wouldn't say. I mean, I've liked some giant robot stuff. So, like, I'm a huge fan of Evangelion,
Yeah, me too.
which I guess is like the most giant robot-y I get. But I feel like that's much more about character development, the characters in the giant robots rather than a giant robot battle. It's not necessarily just about the robots.
What about like Gundam? Gundam?
I liked Gundam Wing,
Mm-hmm.
but
Not like G Gundam.
I never got super into Gundam. No.
So where's Mech Warrior? That's what I would ask in all this. Because I love Mech Warrior. Mech Warrior 1,
that
Mech
was
Warrior
for,
2,
like,
Mech Warrior 3.
PS1 or 2?
Computer. I played it on computer.
I
back in
played
the
it
day.
on like PlayStation, I feel like, but I definitely played Mech
Well,
Warrior.
they had I don't know about Xbox had Mech Assault because it was a Microsoft franchise, I think. But they had Mech Assault, which wasn't quite as good because in Mech Warrior 2, it did a great job of blending like armored core outfitting your mechs with weapons.
Maybe that's what it
and
was.
actual
That
like
was- I think that was what
multiplayer
it was.
combat.
I think it was Armored Core, where you could build your own mech.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
I
could
played
do that in
that
Armored
then.
Core. There are a lot of
Yeah.
cool games like that. There's one called I think Phantom something for original Xbox.
Yeah.
And it was a really tight game. Like you would be building these. It was almost like car robots, sort of, but they were more like mechs. And
Okay.
you would just be. It was like junkyard bots almost, but you're riding around in them, and they're
Yeah.
huge. And you were just fighting in battle arenas, and it was a great game. There's like cloaking and all this cool stuff. I totally didn't go to the store. I didn't even check. But Mech Warrior 2 was so fun. Lots of people played it. Like, why don't they rehash that? They made like the Mech Assault franchise, which was totally like a stripped down third-person version of that.
I feel like with the popularity of Titanfall and Titanfall 2 that they might start getting more into mech games.
Yeah.
I would say that I don't know, but I feel like MOBAs are so big now.
Oh, they're huge. It's the competitive gaming and the people thinking they're gonna make money in gaming. That's totally changed it, dude. Like,
oh, it totally has.
Ah, fuck. No, it's the worst part to go to.
Right? Yeah. That's
Woo! Double.
terrible. Nice.
2 for 1 special.
No, yeah. So like, it totally has like the whole. I'm gonna become a famous YouTuber or a famous Twitch streamer, or I'm gonna become a pro gamer kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I actually watched a documentary on this recently about like pro gaming, and they were like, dude, unless you are the top person on the top team in the world, you're not making any money.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, that sucks. I mean, the way that it is now, at least, you know, maybe in the future at some point, it would become much more of a regulated thing, and it would change. I'm not sure.
I'm getting all these abilities, but no health.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure on how you're supposed to. How did he just like warp to you there?
Dude, it was like he was like, you know what? I'm injured, but now I just jumped back too, and you're
He
dead.
used his invincibility frames.
Oh.
Oh, well, how did you do that?
So when you pick up those things, A does it.
Oh,
It
nice.
did me a whole ton of good.
I have to go to the restroom.
Okay, cool.
So,
Let me pause. All right. Bathroom break over.
nice.
We were talking about how competitive gaming or making money gaming is changing the games that people will play or the reasons for playing games.
Yes, I'm glad that you remember that because I did not. But
I'm trying to pretend I'm good at this.
yeah, no, it has for sure. I mean, everyone thinks of, not everyone, obviously. I don't think that I'm ever gonna go pro. I do the YouTube thing, but it's not, you know, I'm not popular. I just kind of like think that it's fun, and I enjoy like editing the video and kind of like, and like learning through doing stuff like that. That's super fun to me, and you know, that's a skill that I can learn and maybe use for something else someday. So
Heck yeah.
that's pretty cool. But a lot of people do have the mentality, and that mentality is kind of taken over. I feel like the gaming industry of like, you can make a career out of this, and it's like it is really hard though to do. I mean, I feel like maybe you might have a better shot at like, being a, you know, some sort of a personality or something on YouTube or Twitch than you would being a pro gamer, because I feel like that's such a niche thing. Like, if you're not the #1 person on the #1 team in the world, then you really aren't making a whole lot of money. So.
Oh no.
Oh man.
He's a beast.
Oh, there's tons of
shit.
them. I don't know if you're. That's not a boss.
Oh,
like
no
I thought
way,
it
there's
was.
so many.
I thought it was a
There were
boss.
6.
I thought it was a boss, and that wasn't a boss. That's
There's like
just
6 frogs. There's 6
that
frogs.
must be
who just
like,
that. I was doing pretty good too. I was tearing up.
Oh yeah, no, you were. I feel like that must be like an area that's like too high of level for us right now or something.
Whew. Yeah, maybe we don't have strong enough fire breath.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it is, but with online gaming too, and it's not like this is any different than it has been in years. It's just people can be super toxic.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing is with the, and I'm gonna sound like an old guy here probably, but with like all this constant access to everyone and social media and all this stuff, it's like kids immediately are trying to be popular, you know?
Oh yeah.
And sometimes you just gotta like kick it and have a good time. Hopefully they're still doing that.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like the people that are getting popular are usually the people that are just kind of like having a good time and being positive about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
people that are,
positivity
like,
is huge.
Yeah, the people that are like trying super hard are the ones, and like getting frustrated and like visibly angry, especially on camera and stuff when they're not winning, are the people that like I feel like struggle to really gain a following. Because you know people want to see you having a good time and doing well, and if you're gonna tilt off the side of the planet because of something and then start doing terrible, like people don't really want to watch that.
No, I mean totally. I'm like kind of a pessimist, but I think like it's like sarcasm and cynicism is my thing.
Well,
so
yeah.
I feel like you know, and I'm
But
still
there's a proper
fairly-
way to do that, I guess, within presentation to make it comedy and not just like a terrible attitude.
Yeah. Well, but I guess something hard for people to learn, for like me, I think, and for anyone else, is like to try to like realize your goals in doing something.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times when I do something, I get lost and I lose sight of my original reason for doing it. And then I start to think in terms of like money or popularity or success, when really I'm doing a lot of the stuff I do on the side for fun, like this podcast. And I've been able to maintain it with the podcast. It's like the only reason I'm doing this because I want some people to listen, not so that I'll be popular, but so that I know that there's a reason for me to do the thing. It's like because people like to listen to it. So, and I like listening to podcasts, so I want to create something that, you know, is giving back, creating some more content for other people. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I was in a somewhat popular band locally.
What?
Back in the day.
What were they called?
Tales of Iscariot. We were like a post-hardcore, experimental kind of band.
Huh.
And I really enjoyed that a lot. Oh, are you?
Ooh, water. More water.
I really enjoyed it, but a big reason I feel like we did, you know, we gained some of the popularity that we did was because it was always to us it was always like we just enjoy doing this. If we get popular, then cool, but like that's not why we're doing it. And that was like a big thing to us, was like that wasn't why we were doing it. We weren't doing it to try and become famous. We were just kind of like, we just like playing music.
Yeah, what do you play?
I was always a vocalist.
Oh, nice.
I play guitar. I will wholeheartedly admit that I'm not super good at it.
Oh, I'm not musically talented whatsoever.
I am good enough to keep a rhythm and keep time, but
I'll sing karaoke, but I'm god awful.
Yeah, like, but other than that, like I sing, and that was the only thing that that was my full attention. So
what's your favorite song to sing? If you were gonna like just pick a random song, maybe not one of yours, but just like any song to sing or listen to, even. You can merge them.
All right, so like, I don't know, to sing, I really like singing Journey, which is hilarious. But
Journey, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
or like,
what's your favorite Journey song?
I would have to say, Wheel and Sky?
Aha! I was gonna choose that one. Yeah, Wheel and Sky.
Yeah, I do like Wheel and Sky. That one's good.
Are you gonna sing it for us here on the podcast today?
No.
That's all right. I would never have you have to do that on the spot like that.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be a funny joke.
No, it was good. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I do like this song. And like honestly, like my girlfriend's gotten me kind of hooked on like some K-pop is like extremely catchy.
Dude, we should do a K-pop cast.
Yeah.
All three
although
of us.
I don't know any of what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's like the most catchy stuff I've ever heard in my life. So some of it gets stuck in my head.
Dude, I got into baby metal.
Along. Yeah, dude, baby metal's pretty sweet actually.
I like it. Yeah.
I have a coworker that listens to him all the time. Actually, it's pretty funny.
Dude, yeah. I'm going to Rock on the Range this year. Ooh, because the lineup is so good.
I've never been, but the lineup I've seen has been getting a lot better.
Yeah, this year I was like, I have to go. I've been one other time, and we just got too drunk to even appreciate it. We left early. The whole day concert scene has always been kind of a weird thing for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been to Bonnaroo twice.
Oh, really?
That's really the only big all-day concert scene I've gone to. First time, definitely, well, you like kind of learn the culture pretty quick there.
Yeah.
The cool thing I feel like about Bonnaroo was that there was definitely a lot of people that were willing to like kind of look out for you even though they didn't know you, because it was just kind of the culture there at the concert or the event was like, you know, look out for each other and be good to each other kind of thing. So it was super fun though.
My stepsister likes to go to that one.
I saw a lot of really cool bands that I probably wouldn't normally get to see.
Who was the best band you saw at Bonnaroo?
Oh, nice. That depends on the context. So
explain.
So like, Children of the Sun, or Temple of the Sun was really good, I think. And what is it? Portugal the Man was great. They played the Dayman song from Always Sunny. That was really cool.
Ooh.
I've seen them quite a few times.
This is a fucking Mario ripoff right here.
Oh yeah.
Got like a pyramid going on with the
fucking Lakitu,
Yep.
with the Gurren Lagann Kamina glasses.
Kaneda or Kameda?
Kamina. I said
I haven't-
Kaneda, didn't I?
Yeah, the first time I was like, is it
alright, so the
I haven't
reason-
seen Gurren Lagann enough to know the difference.
No, alright, so the reason I said Kaneda earlier is because
Tetsuo?
I really like Akira.
Yeah.
And I'm also cosplaying Kaneda at ASIN this year.
Sweet.
And I bought like a $200 like leather jacket, replica jacket of his.
With the pill in the back already?
Yeah.
Dope. Oh, we got another heart.
Oh, hell yeah. So
Desperately needed that.
I got that, and then bought some red pants, and I've got like boots and red gloves, and I'm building a replica, or as close as I can get to with the materials that I have available to me. Laser cannon with like the battery
Nice.
pack.
Dude, if you need any like Final Cut stickers or laser cut things for like decals on the side of that, I can help you out.
All right, sweet, yeah.
Oh,
And then like my friend Vince.
no, why?
My friend Vince lives in Chicago, but he,
Nice.
which is where ASIN is.
Uh-huh.
I should probably specify that. But he just did last year. He did a really good Tetsuo cosplay.
Tetsuo,
with
is he-
like the metal arm.
Nice.
Like he made the arm for it.
Awesome. Do you have like different colored wire sticking in
And
it?
and he's supposed to be coming to ASIN. And I don't know if he's gonna have the arm. He said he's been working out, and so it doesn't fit anymore because his arm got a little too big.
I'm too buff for the cosplay, bro.
Which, like, you know what?
That's
At least it's
awesome.
for a great reason, you know?
Yeah.
It's for a
Oh,
good
no.
reason, but
Oh, nurse.
the arm was cool,
Hook
though.
me up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the arm was cool, though.
Sorry, I just got full cure in this game. We've been doing really not
Yeah.
great. But we're getting there.
So
nice.
like he's gonna be showing up, and I'm doing like doing Kaneda and Tetsuo together, and I'm really excited about that.
Sweet. Yeah, that'll be tight.
Because I don't know, like Robin's always been the one that like is super into cosplay. I mean, I like cosplay, and like
this
I'd
is
like
not
to
good.
do it well, but I don't. She has these skills that I do not have when it comes to like
Sewing.
creating stuff. Like, oh my god, yeah.
Nice. Well, hell yeah. I've never really gotten into the cosplay scene that much. I've made pretty elaborate Halloween masks every year for Trauma, because go to that, do body painting at that.
Nice, yeah.
But
I've been there once. It was really cool.
Ooh, but yeah, I've been doing body painting there for like 7 years with my roommate, and I usually make like a pretty decently elaborate animal mask every year.
Yeah.
And then I like wear it for 10 minutes, you know? And I'm like, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so I think I'm going for comfort this year. But so we've talked about gaming a lot and a little bit about now cosplay. What would you say was the game that started you off in gaming? Like if you were thinking about the game that you first like fell in love with gaming playing?
I may be a little cliche, I guess, but like, what the first game I specifically really remember, was like the original Legend of Zelda, that when I was a kid my dad had and gave to me, or he still had his Nintendo.
Nice. We can't kill those at all.
And so he gave that to me. And then like the one that I really got attached to, and the one I really started playing a lot was, or I guess what would really start me into really being into gaming in general was A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
For Super NES, and then that and like Super Mario World I played a ton. And Super Metroid, and I was really into. I've I've gone through like phases. I feel like because then I'll switch to like PC games a lot. So like, I switched to PC games and was playing a ton of Diablo 2.
Oh, dude, I love Diablo 2.
Yeah, Diablo 2 was my jam for years.
Mummy Dragon!
Oh, dude, hell
No!
yeah. Alright, so you gotta beat this one, because I beat the last boss. You gotta hit him in the head.
Yep, that seems.
So Diablo 2 was my jam for years, and then, like, World of Warcraft, I played from, like, beta.
Oof. No, run away! What the fuck?
You still have half your life. But yeah, that was pretty not cool.
So the tornado does nothing.
You did hit him once with it the last time you threw it.
Boomer. What? Come on, dude.
Yeah, World of Warcraft was also my jam for probably, I played since beta until Wrath of the Lich King, so like 5 or 6 years.
Dude, it raises you up.
Yeah, it keeps like it displaces you up above the thing. I think you still have a potion. Oh no, you don't.
Nope, I can't get away from these. It's impossible. There's nothing I can do about that. No. Now time's gonna kill me.
It's close though.
No, it's not.
Oh no,
He's
it's
at
not.
58.
Oh
Shit.
man.
That's hard. We need to get some potions, man.
Is there somewhere you can buy them though?
Not yet, at least. I don't know if you ever can. Oh dang. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a hard game, man. Mummy Dragon. Look that up.
But I don't know. So I've gone through different spurts of like playing. I played a lot of Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. I could still to this day beat Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Which is considered the hardest Sonic ever.
It's very hard. I passed out many times in the last 2 stages or whatever, last 1 stage.
So the end of the game, did you ever get to the end where you get to Dr. Robotnik's spaceship?
No, I never made it to the spaceship.
Okay. So if you get to his spaceship, you fight Mecha Sonic or Metal Sonic.
Uh-huh.
There's no rings in the entire stage, and you have 0 rings. So if you get hit once, you die.
What?
And
dang, I'm surprised I
you
didn't
can
know that.
only
That's
hit
crazy.
Metal Sonic in one area during one specific time frame.
Oh my god, that's awful.
And then immediately after fighting Metal Sonic, you go directly into fighting Dr. Robotnik in a giant mech.
Wow.
And you can only hit him in one spot during one specific animation that he does.
Oh man.
And there's no way of knowing where that is or when you can do it.
Yeah.
You just kind of gotta like go for it, I guess. But I beat it at 16-bit couple like last year or something for the first time again in like years. But
Nice.
sometimes these things take 2 hits and sometimes they take 1. I don't understand the difference.
I feel like it has to do with how long you wait before you push the flame button again.
Does the flame do more damage if?
I feel like it might do more damage if you don't push it, like if you push it and then don't push it again in a long time. Because I feel like it snuffs your flame out when you shoot it again, you know?
It does.
So I think that when you snap it quick, it's not going to do as much damage or something. I don't know. Or maybe we're just nuts. It could be distance-based, too. Like,
Yeah.
where the closer you are, the more damage it does. But I would say after this run, let's try Tumbleseed out. Because this is obviously hard. But Tumbleseed's supposed to be, like, really hard. So, but it's totally different.
I'm down.
Oh,
come on.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously you're a big Zelda guy. You got the Link cap on with the Triforce on.
Yeah, I also have a half sleeve of Link and a Triforce tattoo. So,
Dope.
Yeah.
It's dope. Do you have any more tattoos planned? Future tats?
I really kind of wanted to get like Midna, God, no.
What's Midna for the people at home?
Midna is from Twilight Princess, and she's kind of like, basically if you played Ocarina of Time and you know that you get some sort of like companion, she's like your Navi. But she's way cooler and can like summon things and do a bunch of different like she can help you like scale walls and like crazy stuff like that. So she's really cool. I like her a lot.
Nice design.
Yeah, she's got a cool design. I like the design of that game overall. It was really good.
I never played that one.
Some people didn't like it because you get transformed into a wolf at the beginning of it, and then you have to play like certain parts as a wolf. But I thought it was a pretty cool mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
I guess some people didn't like it, so I don't know.
Huh. You know, I really like Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask is great.
It's like,
and
I think it's my favorite Zelda game, which is not many people's favorites. But I love changing.
Some people didn't like it.
I liked playing as, what are they, Gorgons? Or
the Gorons?
Goron? Yeah.
The Gorons.
It's been too long since I played it. I don't know.
No, Majora's Mask was great. It's one of my favorites. Some people didn't like it because it wasn't your standard Save Princess Zelda kind of game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I liked it because it wasn't that, though.
I mean, I thought it was so fun changing between the different beings and like the timing,
and changing between the different beings and all that was really cool.
Oops. What is? Well, I guess.
It added like this whole new element to the game that was just like. And then it was also like, have you heard the whole game theory about how like Link is dead in that?
I just took a screen cap.
I saw that.
It's weird.
Because I've seen people posted Breath
Link
of the
is
Wild.
dead?
Yeah, have you seen that? Have you heard about that?
No.
Within like, so like how like the overworld is called Termina. It's like Terminal. And
yeah.
it kind of goes down this like whole rabbit hole, Alice in Wonderland kind of type like trippy ass thing when he falls down the hole.
That's
and
pretty
then,
morbid
like,
for Zelda, though.
Yeah, well, there's supposed to be like, there's like the whole theory that he's kind of in like the afterlife after Ocarina of Time, and there's a whole lot of like stuff where
skeletons.
Yeah, there's a whole thing there where like it kind of backs it up a bit, where it's like if Link after the events of Ocarina of Time, Zelda sends you back to being a kid, but if he were to continue his life within that timeline, the same events would just continue to happen over and over again, and he would have to keep doing that over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And so he left that land and like basically died, and then like you're kind of like in a limbo area where you're like going through Termina, and you're like confronting like each member of, or each person that you are helping in the game of each different race, the Zora, the Gorons, the Deku and stuff. They're each exhibiting, or like showing like one sign of like the process of like grieving or like of death, where it's like one's sad, one's angry, one's bargaining, one's like all that kind of stuff, and like to the point where like you accept your fate, and it's really weird, but it was kind of interesting.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Huh, I wonder if that's strange. I've never heard
There
that
was
before.
a cool theory about it. I mean, it is, as the video will say, just a theory.
Yeah.
God.
See what we got going on here?
But,
This is
is
a Nintendo game.
What is this?
So we switched games now. We're playing Tumbleseed, which is a roguelike, if you can imagine. You've got this bar on the screen. You control it with the right and left analog sticks.
I'm gonna say, are you gonna pick that up?
Yep, that's your Tumbleseed, your little boy, little baby boy. You can grow plants with him. Now, you're not really gonna grow plants with him, I don't think. But so we're gonna. I think it looks like can't really go up any further. Things are locked. There's some locks over here.
Stay within. Okay, I see. So you're trying to probably maybe get out that door.
I think so. I just want to check this room out first because I've never touched this game, so I'm not sure. But yeah, so, and it looks like it's got like, you've got that little, it's really rolly. You can feel it in the controllers too, which is, I took them off of the gamepad because I felt like this game it would be cool to do it this way.
So I was watching some video about like, there's some sort of like tech demo with this game, with these controllers, where you use one of them and you're like, it's supposed to like roll like marbles around in a box is what is on the screen.
Oh, no kidding.
But you are like you're moving that and it's controlling the box that has the marbles in it, and like the people are saying that like you can individually count the marbles.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you can
that's
feel it.
1-2 switch, right?
That must be what
I
that
think
is.
it's a counting game, but yeah, you're supposed to be able to feel like
The
marbles in the
individual
controller.
thing. Yeah, that's crazy.
It is nuts.
That's
Blessed
so
is
cool,
the
though.
seed who plants atop the peak.
So
Must be
maybe
the
you're
church.
supposed to get up there.
For their growth shall restore order. Yeah, it's all an upward moving game
Okay.
with our mighty mountain home. Yeah. Okay.
Do you control the level of those things with the joysticks?
Yeah, like I go down and up on either the right or left side. It's kind of weird to control, but as you can imagine, I want to go in this other house too. You know, might as well.
Yeah. So I noticed that there's things on either side that is stopping you. I wonder
Theoretically.
if those will go. Well, no, I saw that you ran into it.
Whom see
It
whom?
was
Did I?
stopping you.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see that. Huh.
So I'm wondering if at some point those will go away.
I'm now going to do it. I wonder if the wall is like instant death outside of this little town.
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
So right now we're in this very cute town. It looks like Apple made this town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now it's getting ravaged by worms as soon as I say that.
It does look like Apple.
They give it and they take it away. Oh no.
Okay, so
Oh, we're rolling hard.
below your little guy, you can see kind of like that dot goes to the left or the right more,
Mhm.
depending on how much you're tilting.
Yep. Yeah, that's like trying to show us some kind of. It's almost like a level.
Yeah.
Flags will stop you from falling down the mountain. Not every seed is blessed with that. Might mean the prophecy. Meet me at the base camp above the prairie. The way is dangerous, but you'll make it. I thought it was gonna say like, it's dangerous if going alone.
Yeah, take this.
Yeah. So the little patch there with the eye. Oh god, I
So
need
you
to.
can probably. Oh, okay. So this seems like it's a lot based off of. Do you remember those old wood games where
Yes.
you had the metal marble?
Yeah,
and you had to
dude.
go through the maze and turn the little knobs
Right.
and not fall down.
Don't
the holes.
fall in the holes.
Yeah.
But there's also enemies constantly, and there's little flower patches. And so when you encounter a flower patch, apparently, you can spend currency that you get from killing enemies, and get like weapons or items based on what seed you have. You can collect different seeds along the way. And I feel like controlling this is super hard right now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. We'll get there. Just like we were really getting the hang of the last one. And that was a good time to stop it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
and
you
down the
fell
hole.
down.
There you are.
All right.
It's very interesting though.
Oh, okay. See, if I could do this with like motion controls, I feel like
I mean like a Wiimote on each side?
if I could do it by tilting
Yeah.
the little controllers, I feel like I could do it a lot better.
But I feel like what you said before with the wood games and the holes, like this is a lot more like that.
No, it is totally.
It's like you're pushing something on either side of the box and getting it to move.
Okay, got it. Oh.
Now this would be a cool maker thing to like make. My
Nope.
friends actually.
That's super hard.
My friends at one of the maker spaces that I'm a member of actually play twice in a row. We'll play. Why don't we play 3 deaths until we get good? You know,
All right.
that'll be quick. My friends at this maker space that I'm a member of called Cloud House. They made a game like this for
Nice.
Independence Day last year, where you would lift bowling balls up
Yeah.
on this like pneumatic powered shelf. It's like the exact same looking thing. It'd be cool if they themed it to this though, you know.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Of course it kind of didn't work perfect for them last year, but I assume that they still have the parts, and if they do, actually they may have sold it, I don't know. But they're capable of making cool stuff like that. If they did it on a smaller scale, like with a softball or something like that, could be neat. Emulate video games in the real world.
Oh, looks like there's a little. Okay, help me. Friends trapped.
gotta read it for the people at home.
Well, he wants me to stand on this button so that he can come down, but I'm having a little bit of trouble
Stopping the seed? That's hard, right?
stopping the seed. Oh, I almost had it right there.
That seed boy, he likes to roll. Something wrong with that seed boy. Want some more wine?
Sure. I feel like this drinking wine and playing this game specifically is counterintuitive.
Oh, absolutely. As soon as I touched it, I was like, well, I'm a little intoxicated, and that is not helping me at all.
Oh, I almost had it right there. I almost had it. Dang it. Oh my god. This is really hard. Got it. Alright.
Nice. Get that little boy. Help the boy. Get the boy off the
Trying.
mountain.
Thank you. I gotta get out of here before the whole mountain comes tumbling down. Well,
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna
little
keep going
boy.
up.
Yeah, he did not move.
He did not.
He was like, save me, lower
He
the
did-
skate.
He did not actually escape. Why does that look like Lady Rainicorn?
Ooh, maybe it is. I wish I had a Lady Radicord impression just queued up, but I
Yeah,
don't.
I mean she speaks Korean.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, don't know
It's
Korean.
like ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, or something like
Yeah.
that. I can't do it. That was my Korean. You're welcome, YouTube.
Oh shit! Okay, I'll chill.
So this mountain is basically like Swiss cheese.
There's
I mean-
so many. Oh, I didn't think it would go.
It's appealing graphics.
What?
It is. It's very appealing. You got one more. You gotta do this. You gotta get to the checkpoint, bruh.
I did not
Bruh.
think that was gonna go down like that. But I mean, who really does though? You know?
I think this is a very good game for Twitch streaming, though.
No, for sure.
You know, because it's cool. It's fun to watch.
It's
like
aesthetically pleasing.
It's a little stressful.
ton.
I think even for the viewer it would be.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I'm like, oh god, no, don't tilt it that way.
Well, the hardest part is that you have to control each. Like you have to control it with the joysticks. So like, the left and the right hand side of the level that you're you're rolling this ball back and forth on is on control of the joysticks, and I feel like if you could control it with motion controls, I would have a much easier time.
And maybe it was too easy. They may have tried it.
I'd
Be a
possibly,
good question
yeah.
for the developer. But since we don't have the developer here and we have Marquis, now we're gonna play the Half Witty Banter game.
Hell yeah.
So you got this nice clipboard branded. Thank you. So you're gonna roll this die,
right.
and whatever number you land on, we're going to read the either question or scenario and get your response to it. And we'll talk about that for a little bit.
5.
5. Number 5. Okay, if you were going to develop a VR game, a game specifically for VR and nothing else, what would that be?
I would definitely make a horror game.
Oh yeah?
I feel like the horror genre. There's so many good horror games that were out. So like Dead Space was great,
Uh-huh.
and even before that, like Resident Evil was awesome, and Silent Hill, and
Silent Hill,
there
yeah.
was so many good horror games that like genuinely like scared me, like playing through them, and I feel like they all just kind of turned into shooters eventually.
Yeah, a
Dead
little third
Space 3
person.
was much more of a shooter than
Yeah,
a horror.
third person action game.
Yeah, like Resident Evil for sure just kind of turned into a shooter. I mean, the new one though, and the new one's gone like the route of VR horror.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
really cool.
What's that called? Outbreak?
Biohazard.
Biohazard. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, similar.
So, which is like the original name.
Outbreak was a Resident Evil title.
Yeah.
That nobody liked, I guess.
But
I thought it was cool.
yeah, I'm not the Resident Evil buff.
Oh, here we go. We got a
Let's
checkpoint
grab
coming up.
it. But oh, is that a checkpoint?
I think so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
So any of those eye holes. Oh no!
Oh, so close.
I was like 2 feet
At least
away.
you got to the
from
checkpoint, though.
Yeah, I was 2 feet horizontal from the checkpoint
Yeah.
in the game. In game 2 feet.
But I feel like
Oh, do we have
VR,
some limited lives?
VR definitely has a the market for horror games in VR is great.
Okay.
Because of the immersion.
So, but since you're saying you would develop a horror game for VR, what would set your horror game apart? Like, what would be your shtick?
Mm-hmm.
If you're just thinking right now, not, I mean, obviously you haven't pre-considered this since it's a random question.
I guess like I don't know if you've ever played the games like you play Amnesia.
I think I
Where,
played
like,
that. Yeah.
Okay, so like in Amnesia, it's a horror game, but it's also like an adventure game. So like you're exploring, and you're like figuring things out, and you're kind of like learning things about who your character is throughout the game. So there's that aspect of exploration and finding things out and learning new stuff. You're not kind of like there's a driving reason why you want to continue playing the game, because you want to figure out who your character is.
Yeah. Okay.
And so
how do you do that? How do you start the game? Like, think about like a scenario in which you would want to learn what the character is. Like, I started playing Metal Gear Solid. I think it's 5 is the most recent one.
Yeah.
And there's this weird, like, you're in a hospital, and it's a first-person view, you know, and you're like just being told stuff about like your character, and obviously, you know, you think you're Snake, and you're getting out of there, and you're seeing all this crazy stuff, but learning about like all the things that have been happening since you've been in here, and how you got in there, and what's up with you now. And so, how would you start your like horror game, set the tone, and why?
So I think what it would be like maybe starting off in a scenario in which there's something already going on, but you don't understand the full aspect of what's actually happening, and then but like maybe there's somebody else there who's kind of like talking to you as if you should know what's going on, or there's like small hints laid around that would kind of like allude to the fact that whatever's happening is like you caused it, or you were directly involved with it.
They're expecting you.
Oh damn!
Don't be afraid.
Who's this guy?
He looks like some kind of fisherman, cause with his hat like that, and it's
With
raining.
the hat, oh yeah.
It's like the perfect storm. It's perfectly safe in there. Drop
Oh,
yourself
does he have
right
a
through the
little
diamond
beard?
door.
Is that like his beard is like
Yeah.
the rest of his body?
It almost
or
looks like a
something?
respirator.
Yeah.
Drop yourself right through that diamond door. It's all up to you now, T.S. Tumbleseed? I thought they were Tristan Seeger, you know? How'd they get that?
Well, yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna go through the diamond door.
All right.
But anyways, yeah.
But yeah, so like it would be something like whereas like basically whatever's happening, something crazy is happening. There's some sort of dramatic sequence that's going on, and whatever is happening, it is alluded to that you are either the cause or you are directly involved into what's happening.
Title screen.
Yeah, it was all an intro, man.
Uh-huh. Okay. So like you were a different part of it, and now you're thrust
But you
into...
don't know, yeah. So you kind of thrust into the middle of it, and so like playing through the game, you kind of learn more about your character and what the proceedings of it was. So like you basically, I guess like it's a quest or an adventure to like kind of like regain your memory or flashbacks.
Cool.
To like relearn what actually happened. Because that's the thing too, is like I feel like a lot of times when it's a horror game, maybe horror would be the wrong word, but like more of a suspense mystery kind of thing, where like you get a sense of urgency or anxiety because you don't know what happened, and you don't know if maybe you're the bad guy or the good guy, and the only way of finding out is playing through the game and finding the clues and figuring things out, and it could be either way.
Yeah.
You know, depending on the way you look at it, kind of thing. So I don't know. I think that games, there's definitely.
We got a different seed.
Oh, nice. There's definitely like. I really enjoy the competitive like online only games, but I feel like that with VR there's going to be a lot more opportunity for more story-driven games that you can be fully immersed in.
Oh, so these are the currency here. Sorry, not to interrupt you. They're like
Oh, you're
little
fine.
arrow down tabs, kind of.
Okay.
And then you can roll over. See the little. See that? Oh, I got a spear.
Nice.
Plant your powers.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, I agree. But so you're talking about, you said you like online stuff too, right? But So what about a game that's VR, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, you don't know you're involved in some sort of mystery, something evil organization, something's going on bad that you want to help to fix or figure out why it happened or see what's going on now if there is anything you can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if like people can tweet in stuff that changes it, like iDarb? Oh. Have you heard of that?
No.
I Drew a Red Box. It's a game on, I believe it's Xbox One. So it's a soccer game, but you're just these, basically like a rectangle. It's a pixelated character. You can design your own character. But while you're playing the game, people online can tweet certain things at the match, and it'll change like things in the environment. Like it'll turn the lights off, it'll like block off the goals, it'll have you like move faster or moon gravity, things like that.
That's really cool.
So what if you did something like that with the mystery games? Like some clues can only get... What if you were playing specifically an online version where some clues would only be revealed by the followers telling you things that you aren't privy to? So like they're seeing something else or hearing some other audio that you don't get to hear.
So there would be separate audio or visual tracks that they would get to see.
Right.
Somehow you would have to...
We got Crystal too.
You'd have to filter in what the actual player can see.
Mm-hmm.
And basically give the viewer, who is supposed to be the helper in this situation, like a different visual track. That would be really cool, actually.
Well, like those old TV shows, like game shows and stuff, or things where they'd be like, if you want the viewer to do this, then push these buttons, or you could like vote for the person you like. So what if you could like
choose
vote
your
for
own
things
adventure type deal.
like if you want this to happen to the person playing the game, then push these buttons.
Oh, it's like a
You'd be
choose your own adventure book.
Yeah,
Remember
but it's
those
like,
old Goosebumps?
but it's democratic. Yeah, dude, I used to read those so much, but I would always just like die and then go to bed.
Yeah.
Immediately. Never tried to save myself.
Oh, I don't think anybody died and was like, well, I guess I'm done with this book now.
Yeah.
You always go back,
Morning, recruit. We got a mailbox telling us some stuff
Oh,
here.
shit, dude. Is this
Welcome to boot camp.
Officer Mailbox?
You're not here for boot camp. Of course you are. Kill these target dummies to prove you can protect yourself. And I'll let you get on with your day. Up, gate open. So now we're like a warrior seed. We got two little spears.
Yeah, you got little horns, too.
Oh, but you gotta time it. Boosh. So we got one target. Ooh, rolling like a fiend. Like a G6.
I feel like the targets are alive, though, and I kind of feel bad about it.
I feel like I need more money to kill more targets, because I just want to slaughter them all. We must protect this house. When you're out of crystals, you can't plant anything. But the crystal power is free. You can equip different powers by pressing the action button. Plant 3 of them, and a couple of crystals will pop out of the third plant. Now you're back in business.
Oh, you have to plant stuff in those little plots.
How do
And
you
then
do
get
that?
crystals. You go over them and hit A, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you can plant old seeds you don't want? Oh, no. Turn me into a different... Oh, I'm a crystal. Oh, I switched to the crystal. So now I can plant things, maybe? Oh, did I plant it just by rolling it over
I
there?
think so.
So, now do I switch back?
I don't know. But no, I guess like with the invention or with VR becoming more mainstream, I definitely feel like there's much more of an opportunity to create really immersive horror games and really immersive like adventure games. Like, could you imagine like Skyrim with like much more updated graphics, but like first-person VR?
Mm-hmm.
Where you could just walk around and do all that stuff first person, like actually in the game and completely immersed like that. Like, that would be insane. I wouldn't want to leave.
Oh, no doubt. And that's
Like-
the way it's gonna go. It's gonna get too intense.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like really
Well,
put serious
there's certain games where I understand that isn't gonna be really like I feel like if you tried to play Overwatch with VR, like you would either get sick or you would do god awful because you can't turn the camera as fast. But
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
can see that.
like you need to turn the camera faster than would be natural as somebody playing, you know.
Yeah, like composing.
rebalancing yourself.
Yeah, get your composure. We're gonna see a lot of nice TV, little wavy lines on this.
All right,
Oh.
I got to the next area.
Oh,
That was hard though.
dope.
Now it sounds like Donkey Kong Country.
Yep. Dude, let me tell you.
I was really excited. I was really surprised that
Yeah.
didn't start up right there.
Dude, I love Donkey Kong Country. Actually,
Me too.
that might be one of my best games, the original Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
I'm pretty dope at that.
We're in the jungle. I hear it's filled with big green serpents now. Ah, scary! Too scary! Please, TS, don't let them down here. Why is everyone like relying on this tiny little berry?
Tiny seed boy. Why didn't they give him a name that wasn't TS? That guy.
What would you want to make?
For a VR game?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I think? Maybe like VR Sim City.
Would you be able to like actively walk around the city though?
Well, like you're the god, you wouldn't be. You'd be able to move around the city, but I don't think that you. So yeah, you'd be able to move around the city. I think you would erect buildings by like like molding it with your hand, but then it would turn into something else,
Yeah.
or something like that. That'd be cool. You'd be able to like affect the scenery by just like touching things and moving it, like put rivers in and stuff.
Yeah.
So you'd hit like the river button and just be like, and it'd flow in. You could like cause the natural disasters and stuff. Yeah,
I'm not good at this.
You get two. We can switch back to the.
Oh no, it's just like trying to control with the joysticks. I feel like I wonder if there's a way.
Some kind of way.
Yeah.
Have you heard that rap song?
I feel like SimCity would be really cool if you were able to like I'm thinking about like the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Like what if you could like design a whole city and then like walk
Run around it, yeah.
amongst the people kind
That'd
of
be
deal.
cool. Or what about like just a sword fighter game, where that's all it is, and you're just like, but you're fighting online against other people,
Yeah.
But it's like you feel like impacts from sword clashes, like it vibrates in such a way that it like kicks you back,
Yeah. That would be
Something
fucking
like that would be
cool.
cool. Also, I think VR like Tiger Woods would be dope.
Like a golfing game?
Yeah, and you're just like, and you can see it all. You can see your club, and you look down, swing it, hit the ball. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
It's gonna pretty soon. An ad's gonna pop up for the iPhone 8 or some shit. Get ready for iPhone 8 and stay humble.
Stay humble.
I'm actually about
That was actually a Kendrick Lamar reference.
Yeah, I'm about to upgrade my phone here soon.
Yeah.
I'm debating between getting an iPhone 7.
I went with the Galaxy S8 Plus.
Okay, I was thinking about that too.
And I like it a lot.
Yeah?
But
What'd you have beforehand?
An iPhone 5.
Okay, see, I have a GS6 right now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So, the one thing I will say is Android is cool, and the customization is really neat.
Uh-oh.
I got frick.
You went right in that hole, boy.